You see, I knew this would happen. I knew this is what people were going to do. People are now blaming Shedeur Sanders for John Harbaugh not signing with the Cleveland Browns, and I don't think that could be further from the truth. Now, did quarterback play a part in taking a head coaching job? Yes, it does for any NFL coach, but I think overall he looked at the New York Giants situation as a better situation, a more stable situation with Jackson Dart, and also with the fact that he's going to get to call his own shots. This is not a Shedeur Sanders issue. John Harbaugh let it be known the things that he required in order to take a job, and Cleveland was unable to provide it, which is why I told you from the door he was not accepting the Cleveland Browns job. We got Cleveland media and fans blaming Shedeur Sanders. This is nasty work. We got to get into it. Welcome to Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share the channel, hit that bell notification, and hype the video as well. Let's get right into things now. John Harbaugh told you guys. He told y'all the bag. I want to bring in my own management. I want final say over the roster, so that would eliminate Andrew Berry's power. That is not the type of time in the Cleveland Browns was on. So the fact that now Cleveland media and fans are blaming the quarterback play in Shedeur Sanders for him not signing with the Browns is absolutely insane to me. Let's get to the Ken Carmen show, man. Let's get to it.
Overnight, John Harbaugh, it looks like he's got the deal isn't done yet, but it seems that John Harbaugh is going to sign with the New York Giants to be their head coach, which is crazy because I told a friend of mine is a big-time Titans fan, and he was all excited. He texted me that, oh, yeah, here comes John Harbaugh going to go meet. And I go, you'll enjoy Kevin. He's a good man, and he'll do a very good job for you. And you're going to enjoy him. He goes, no, it says John. I go, yeah, enjoy Kevin. You're getting Kevin. and maybe they will, maybe they won't at this point. I don't know. But John Harbaugh's going to go to the Giants. And the first thing you said to me when you walked in the door, other than freshest Febreze from Mark Jones, was what?
Would Harbaugh have picked the Browns if we would have taken Jackson Dart last year?
Now, I don't like how that is being framed because it's making it seem like Jackson Dart was leaps and bounds above Shedeur Sanders, and that just couldn't be furthermore from the truth. Jackson Dart had a few really good games early, and then he stunk it up for months at a time. Jackson Dart wasn't good for like a month straight, 5-6 weeks of terrible games. They losing over and over and over, blowing fourth quarter leads. He's getting concussions every other game because he plays like he's a fullback. Like, I get it. I see some talent there too, but it's not like Jaden Daniels. It's not like, you know what I mean? Like, I just feel like I don't like how this question was framed, man.
And I'm not one of those crowning Jackson Dart.
This is hindsight.
I have no idea. It's 100% hindsight. I have no idea if Jackson Dart he plays such a reckless style. He was a fun watch. He also had one of the worst games I've ever seen by any quarterback, and we've seen a bunch of them by any rookie quarterback.
Yeah, I know.
But he also showed he could make every throw on the field. He could take off. He can bulldoze guys. He's an exciting player.
He is. He is an exciting player.
He playing that way, he's not going to play 10 years. Well, Harbaugh is not going to coach 10 years.
It doesn't. I don't care. I don't think anybody cares about that. I don't know how many guys. Like, I think the days that maybe the 20-year career might be over. I think, let's give me. I remember Dustin and I had a great big argument about Brandon Whedon years ago, and I was like, I don't want any part of him. And one of the things I did say was he's too old. I'm going to get 5 years out of him. And I remember we had Gil Brandt on, the late great Gil Brandt. And he's like, 5 years is better than what you've had. And I was like, you know what? Can't use that argument. That's fine. And I think about that argument when it comes to some of these guys now. It's like, the wear and tear. It's like, you know what? I'll worry about after 10 years when we get to after 10 years. Let's start with year 1 and then year 2 and work our way out from there. But I didn't listen. I wasn't going to take him number 2 overall. We had one call from one guy. I wish I could remember what his name was. We had one call from one guy who wanted, and he was dead serious and called more than once, who said he wanted to take Jackson Dart number 2 overall. And the internet railed on him, and we railed on him, and maybe Jackson Dart is worth number 2 overall in that draft class. Now, still, you were still looking at a 1 quarterback draft class. That all said, If you took Jackson Dart, it's not a John Harbaugh choosing you. If you took Jackson Dart, I think Kevin Stefanski's probably still here. Is he not?
Oh, because they would have won enough games. Jackson played at a good enough.
What do you mean they would have won enough games? Jackson Dart couldn't win games. He has a hell of a D-line over there with the New York Giants. I mean, yeah, they suffered some injuries. Malik Neighbors going down, Cam Scatterable going down. That hurt. But he wasn't winning games in New York. That's why they had the number one pick going into the final week or two or whatever. Like, he wasn't winning games in New York. What makes you say he was automatically going to win games in Cleveland? Like, I don't get these.
Level.
Yes. Is he not still here? Like, but then again, would he have played at a high enough level? I mean, did they move on from Brian Daboll halfway through the year? I believe they did. Yes, because they had Mike Kafka halfway through. If you had him play.
He literally got a coach fired halfway through the season because they weren't winning. So what makes you think he just would have been winning all these games if he was playing for the Browns? I don't understand that.
Hey, would he have played well enough to overcome your special teams gaffes? I don't know. These are unanswerable questions here. But yes, if you had, let's call it what it is. If you had a clear quarterback situation, John Harbaugh might have given you the time of day. I'm not going to say he would be here, but he might have given you the time of day. He wasn't going to give you the time of day, I don't think, not just because of the quarterback situation, because I think that turns into the Lloyd, Jackson, you to a certain degree, Shedeur thing. I'm not going to say that, but you have your quarterback situation where he's not through the woods yet. Everybody else is either you don't want to play him or you don't want to pay him and you don't want to see him anymore. So you have this quarterback room that is in flux, to be nice about it. Then you have your cap spots where, yeah, I know you can move guys up, but you still need work on your roster. They still need work on their roster too. But hey, when you have a guy that you think you can play with at the quarterback position, it's just going to clear a lot of things.
Ironically, remember,
I think
Baltimore,
I might feel worse if I'm real quick. I think I might feel worse if I were a Titans fan, frankly.
Yeah, I think there was some excitement at the end of the year by Cam. It took a long time to get there.
Yeah.
But ironically, Baltimore was one of the reported teams that wanted to draft Shedeur Sanders. Who knows if that was Harbaugh?
Exactly. Harbaugh was interested in a Shedeur Sanders, which is why Baltimore was drafting Shedeur. Shedeur told them, hey, respectfully, I'm never going to get a chance to play with Lamar Jackson being on the team. I'd rather go somewhere else. Harbaugh okayed them drafting Shedeur Sanders. So the fact that y'all are trying to make it seem like he's the reason that Harbaugh didn't want to come and all of this stuff, come on, man, that's out of pocket, man. That's ridiculous.
Or if that was the people around him, I don't know. Sometimes when this goes into a little bit of flux. Hey, the owner was just quoted at the press conference the other day when he was asked, "Hey, how much a role is your quarterback, Lamar, your two-time MVP, in shaping the roster or the coaches?" And he goes, None. Absolutely zero. Like, he just flat out said it. It's kind of in a way refreshing. I was shocked that he said it, but it was refreshing to hear.
Well, I think, man, I think it's absolutely disgusting that some of these people are trying to frame this stuff like, oh, because Shedeur Sanders isn't good enough, that's why he didn't want to commit. Like, stop it, man. Stop it, man. Cleveland Brown organization has been a shit show from top to bottom for years and years and years. So don't blame this on Shedeur Sanders, man. Get down in the comments and let me know what you think. This Keep the Vision. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe,